Wow, what an interesting day it has been already, and an interesting start to a new week, and a very interesting weekend. Um, Very busy and crazy, but I'm thankful because it could always be worse, right? And I'm reminded of a verse that the Lord gave to me years ago from Isaiah chapter 40. Remember that one about He will renew your strength and you will soar on wings like eagles. You will run and not be weary. You will walk and not be faint. And that encourages me today. And I have walked that even through the weekend. And again, I think my first world problems are so small compared to what other people deal with so much in the world every day. But essentially, we've had a broken arm, a nasty allergy attack, a hurt back, and a horrible dentistry reaction to anesthetics. That all was going on yesterday that we were dealing with. And I literally moved from one thing to another, and I saw like kind of problem after problem just come my way as mom, but I also saw how everybody stepped in and helped, and I saw how the Lord just orchestrated everything perfectly so I could move from one problem to the next problem to the next problem, like literally seamlessly. And I just had His strength and His grace. And if anybody knows me, they knows I can be quite anxious, and I wasn't anxious. I was just calm and collected by the Lord's grace and mercy, and He just ushered us through the day. And I've experienced that before. Gosh, I remember now thinking just how I experienced that when my dad was sick. So I'm just so thankful that the Lord is always with us, and that He never leaves us or forsakes us. And that even on the most chaotic and crazy days where we're dealing with one problem after another, I mean, it just doesn't seem to stop, that He is right there with us. And so I want you to meditate on that verse today from Isaiah, or those verses, beginning in verse 28. I'm going to see if I can remember it for you now. And I love the beginning because it's like we forget, and God is saying, do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not grow tired or weary. His understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary, and He increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who wait upon the Lord, He will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not be faint. Those are some really amazing words to stand on, and some promises that we can live by when we feel weary and overwhelmed and faint and tired. And I love how many times the word weary and strength are in that passage, and we are reminded that He does not grow tired or weary, that He gives strength to us, His children, the weary. And I am so thankful for that. And He promises that when we come to Him, when we follow Him, that we will soar on wings like eagles. And if you look that up about eagles and you really kind of study like what that little section right there alone means, eagles, they just spread their wings. Like, they're not up there flapping. They're literally just wings out, soaring on the wind. And even when a storm comes, they are not in the storm flapping and struggling, but they actually use that wind to catch under their wings, and it boosts them up above the storm, and they are soaring, wings spread, not flapping, easy peasy, above the storm, soaring on the wind from the storm. But they are not in it. They are above it. And that is by the grace of God Almighty that we can live like that. So I pray that that speaks to your heart this morning, that you can live that same way, that you are blessed by this little message I felt inclined to share with you today in my chaos. And I got to go to work, but I love you, and God bless you. I'll be back soon.